Hey folks, how's it going? This is Seagull here, and our first official Sims news of 2025 is a laundry list. For real? I never saw that coming, but yeah, the official tweet about this laundry list confirms that we are going to be getting a patch next week. They do post some highlights, but we're just going to go over the whole laundry list, so let's just go over to that page. So, starting with the base game, they fixed cases of really high bills where lot taxes would not only count the property value, but also add value from anything in inventories. Wow, so that's what the problem was. Okay, Inspired Sim will no longer mix drinks excessively. Try for baby in the shower will now fill the hygiene motive. Outgoing and socially awkward traits cannot be selected together. If one is selected, the other will appear grayed out and cannot be chosen. I don't agree with this change. I think it's totally possible to be outgoing, but also to not be particularly good at socializing and trip on your words and such. I mean, almost to a degree, I kind of feel like it even applies to myself. I wouldn't consider myself super outgoing, but still, I don't know. I'm sure someone will mod that, but yeah, it's just kind of a weird thing to change at an official level too. But female frame facial hair on male Sims will no longer disappear. Shoes are now replaced with barefoot when a styled look with barefoot is applied. Neon signs no longer break due to rain. Water puddle visual effects animation will no longer appear on the ground floor when a Sim is swimming on the second floor. Sim no longer has the option to give the toddler fertilizer as food from inventory. Excuse me, what? How does that happen? Was the toddler accidentally categorized as a plant in that specific scenario? That's totally gonna be one of those things years from now appears in those compilations of funny Sims patch notes that I've seen videos of before. Anyways, let's move on to the issues affecting multiple packs. Thumbnails of Gidry and Temperance are visible in the relationship panel, Sims profile, and manage household panel. Knitting now counts towards arts and crafts for scouting. Okay, that's cool to integrate those. Sims' weight and muscle levels are now properly affected by bike riding, horse riding, rock climbing, and jog here activities. I remember people talking about that with horse riding, but I didn't realize those other ones were not contributing to weight and muscle levels either. And then Sim can now set the waffle, pizza oven, and stand mixers for sale in a retail store. Cats and dogs. Cats and dogs with the fire obsession perk are far less obsessed with the fireplace. Sims no longer gain fitness skill when cleaning the litter box. For city living, play with emotion interaction is now grayed out when the piano keyboard breaks. Dang it, so much for emotions breaking all barriers. But cottage living, Sims can now use Hot Pot with the simple living lot challenge. Oh, okay, that's good. Crystal creations, last exception error will no longer trigger when a ring is placed on the mystical moonlight crystal grid and the household is reloaded. Yes, I'm glad they're fixing that one. An option to order crystals is now available on the computer. Discover University, Sim with the gym rat trait will no longer lose hygiene while juggling a soccer ball. Also, the frequency of getting electrocuted from the robotic workstation has been considerably reduced. Eco lifestyle, roaches are removed from the dumpster after a Sim successfully performs the try to clear roaches action. For rent, a serving of vegetable chili from the pressure cooker will no longer turn into 8 servings. Get together. Clubs are now under the default section under the social groups interface. Growing together, fix an issue where some life milestones would not be achieved when the Sim is off lot, including milestones for a toddler Sim's movement skill. High school years. When Sims switch from an outfit created in Thrifty to a regular outfit, they no longer revert back to the Thrifty outfit when they're showering or bathing. Notification badges are no longer displayed when the phone is in silent mode and Social Bunny has notifications turned off. Horse Ranch, drink an aged nectar. What now fulfills when Sim drinks an aged nectar bottle. My First Pet stuff. In new saves, Sims will no longer receive the baby whisked away moodlet, and the Sims notification system will not suggest that Radigan passed away when Radigan is still alive. Is Radigan just like an inside joke? Did like one of the developers name their pet Radigan in the game? I don't know. But Snowy Escape, seaweed ramen recipe is now available from the fridge cooking menu. Oh, cool. Yeah, I remember that was something that was brought up a year or two ago. Sims hygiene motive will now increase when using a hot spring. And for spa day, applied pedicure will no longer vanish when a manicure is requested. Yep, you can now enjoy the best of both worlds. But that is it for this month's laundry list. So overall, it is a decent length, but for the fixes themselves, I'm mostly meh about them. I'm probably happiest for the Crystal Creations fixes, and also that base game one about the bills being ridiculously high. I mean, I don't mind some challenge, but only if it's intentional and not ridiculously unbalanced. I'm pretty disappointed that they did not address that bug, or actually a pair of bugs that I talked about in a recent video, where basically objects are getting stuck in the world and you cannot delete them, not even with cheats or mods. There's just like some kind of convoluted looking workaround using Sims 4 Studio, and then also the return of festival objects overlapping each other that kind of ties into that too. So yeah, I really hope they fix that. That is a big factor that's keeping me from wanting to play the game, even though I could still play in lots without residential rentals or city living style apartments, like I have a little bit, like I did when I cleared the Cozy Celebrations event. But man, I really want to make some more Sims and put them in residential rentals because they're so good for saving space, so I can have a decent amount of Sims living in a world, but also have a decent, or at least somewhat decent, amount of venues. I still remember that brief 2 or 3 week period after the September 2024 patch, before the Life and Death update came out. Those weeks were great. I was actually having fun playing my game again, even though of course they were still glitches, but at least I didn't have to worry about really big stuff like that happening to me. Anyways, that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts on this laundry list in the comment section below. And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.